Thieves. Who takes it, Revan, in your opinion, and what's the map count going to be?
I think Faze take it. I'll give them a scoreline of 3-1. I'm going to give 100 Thieves some props. I think they'll take something like a Search and Destroy is where I have them winning their one map here. But this is going to be a great learning experience for them because, as you're talking about, Faze are so good in the uplinks as well as the CTF.
Well, it's going to be a pleasure to watch and to bring you all of the action. It's the duo back again on the casting desk, Maven and Mr. X.
All right, thank you guys. Yeah, ready to get into the action here. We'll see if Faze can rebound from the loss yesterday. Same true for 100 Thieves. Yep. We've seen a lot of, I guess, a lot of things we like out of 100 Thieves early, but it's still going to talk about it time and time again.
I like the hard point. I like the Search and Destroy. The CTF and the uplink are awful.
Yeah, like if Faze wins this hard point, you got to think right now they sort of have the series in the bag. So I feel like there's a lot more importance kind of in this game one than there is with a lot of other matchups. This game one is huge. They've got to try and steal this. You saw the Vesper targeted, Blast Suppressor, some different things that were attacked. They're going to throw guys off their game here. A little bit more of an interesting ban protect than we see a lot of times.
Yeah, and we can just cycle through some of the players I'm looking at, the ones on the side of Faze. We got Clayster running a Man of War. We're going to have 3 SMGs for everyone else, and then on the side of 100 Thieves, you got Royalty. He's going to be running an SMG here at the start, and you're going to have Johnny running the AR, so a little bit of a different setup out of 100 Thieves.
Well, watch Clay early. Easy to line that up with the Man of War, and you see why this is a preferred weapon here. It's a little bit easier to get it done at close to medium range, and there he is locking things down early. Is that 3 kills? Give me 4. Tagging him up and finally going to finish it. A hot start here for Clayster. Make it 5. No, just the assist. He's got the dart at least before dropping.
Well, he'll be able to use that dart. Let's say they want to rotate a little bit later to that third hard point. They'll be able to stay over by Kitchen, use the dart. Maybe they pick up some tags, get some players weak, kind of disorient. You know, the setup of 100 Thieves, and they're able to break in, but it's Faze jumping out to a very nice early lead.
Well, slow start, yeah, really just for 100 Thieves in the slang department. Let's see if they can pick it up here. Johnny yet to get onto the action. When we're talking about kills, he's going to push back to try and break the back spawn. Forgot about Glass there, because I think he was trying to jump and push up.
It just stopped him a little bit.
It's like when you see one of those clips of like a dog or a little kid and they just walk into like their back door, it's glass, and they just slam
the best
into
is,
it.
I think me and Pocket watched this video of like a dog running into a bed for like 2 hours once.
A bed? Why was it running into a bed?
Yeah, he kept running in and jumping over the bed, and then running out of the room, and then jumping over the bed again, and then he forgets to jump one time, and he hits the bed. So, dogs are great. Anyway.
Dogs are fantastic creatures.
Yes.
Nelson on a 4 streak now. We said they had to pick up the slang, and as a direct result, you see they're starting to get into the action as well. When you're talking about the objective here, the hard point's starting to swing the way of 100 Thieves a bit. They've climbed back into this one after it looked like Faze might blow things open early. You got a 2 streak now for Johnny and Examples. See if maybe they can start working towards streaks. 20 seconds left before we have to rotate to the third hard point, and that could be a big one because that's one where at times we see Faze really good at locking it down and pushing out those spawns.
And what's interesting is I see a lot of, on Twitter after some of the 100 Thieves games, I'll go on, check, see what people say. I'm checking Twitter all the time, and I see a lot of people saying, like, this 100 Thieves team, they play Hardpoint a little bit like how Hardpoint was played last year, where you just keep, like, flying at the hill and flooding the hill over and over again. A lot of the teams, look at, like, some of the old-time teams, right, like Faze and Optic and Complexity, Envy as well. They'll play hardpoint a little bit more like a Black Ops 2 hardpoint, where they'll rotate early, they'll play for spawns, whatnot. Not 100 Thieves. They just fly at the hill over and over and over again. It's resulting in wins, so you can't really kind of discredit that type of playstyle.
Well, you and I had discussions about this, and we kind of argued back and forth a lot. Like, what was it more similar to? And it's kind of right in the middle, it feels like.
It's a balance of 2, I feel.
Between AW and Black Ops 2, but their playstyle thus far has been working with that instant respawn. They're able to continue flooding the camo, going to result in the kill for Zuma. He's going to hit the boost and slide across, pick up one more. Zuma 9 and 7 on a 4 streak, and this is the hard point. I said Faze is really good at forcing out the spawns. You see why, as they're spawning all the way out in glass, and at this point, I mean, they just have to worry about rotating and holding the next.
Well, they're going to go 3 down. It's going to be 100 Thieves set up over on glass to lock down this next hard point. You see Examples, he's pushed the furthest down. He's going to have to pick up at least 1 kill here. Players from Faze coming around the corner. I would have liked to see him not even challenge that guy top AC. You know other players are going to funnel from that side, Maven. You got to just be patient, play for those close kills around the corner with an SMG in that position.
Just play really sneaky, maybe even let a guy or 2 run by and pick up those kills. You think about back in AW, it was so fast-paced. A guy that was really good at that, someone like Aqua. Remember, he'd always be waiting in a corner, let a few players run by, shoot him in the back. The faster the game gets, I feel like sometimes the more difficult it gets to check all your corners as you're coming through.
I mean, you physically just can't check check all of your corners. I mean, with how fast the game is, you've checked every corner. I mean, you guess wrong once, you're dead. So sometimes you just have to take those risks.
All right, well, the game's still pretty close. Close, just about tied right now. We'll see if 100 Thieves can take the lead, really, for the first time in this one. The one thing that kind of stands out on the side of Faze, this is a map that you think Attach would just have his way. With 100 Thieves.
One of the auto score lines, 6 and 7.
Yeah, really stands out, especially when you see the rest of the squad, how much they're putting on for the squad right now. Zuma, Attach coming in now, looking to lock down the first hard point here in our second rotations, and Zuma's getting pretty close to his camo here. There it is.
Nah, I think he'll probably save that when Faze needs to break into one of these hard points. You're going to see Clay and then hit the man of war inside of the hill. He's going to be the only one alive. It's going to be Johnny picking up 2 from up on top platform, and 100 Thieves able to break into that hard point. You see what this playstyle does to the opponents. I mean, eventually, Faze, the gun battles are not going to go their way when you force that many on the hill, and eventually 100 Thieves able to break. You see Johnny in the back trying to hold down small door. He's able to get 1. It's Royalty pushing out these spawns, trying to get control of this kitchen hill, and it's 100 Thieves taking the lead.
Attach losing that one. Close range gunfight, you see him win pretty darn often, but Royalty's going to get the edge there, and now you've got Purifier out for Clayster. Now, the big difference in the specialists, if I remember correctly, Zuma opted to go with camo when you had a second weapon coming in for 100 Thieves. We'll see if that ends up making a difference. Zuma's had a couple nice plays with the camo thus far.
Yeah.
Clayster, on the other hand, doing a good job zoning out. He had that big start
I heard
that gave him the dart here. We'll see when he opts to use that one, but he's completely zoned out this side. The whip there comes a little high, and there's the 4-man break, kind of like you talked about. You hold, you bend,
Eventually
you
can't.
break, right?
Eventually you just can't do it. I mean, the guys on 100 Thieves, regardless of how many are up, I mean, they just keep flooding the hill one by one. Eventually, one of your guys is going to lose a gunfight. Somebody looks the wrong way. Eventually, the other team's going to break. See, Example's able to get 1 nice turn on right there to take out Enable. He's going to earn himself the Hellstorm and Lightning, so that's going to be huge for 100 Thieves. Obviously, more powerful than the streaks on the side of Faze with just the dart. So going to have that to be able to break this third hard point if needed.
It'll be big because of the third hard point. We saw how dominating the effort was from Faze the first time through. That's where they were really able to pick up a lot of points. But look at this. Look at the change in score now. 100 Thieves, 50-point advantage. They just dominated Kitchen. It started in the first hard point in the second rotation, and they just, I mean, Faze held it with that Purifier for the opening 20 seconds or so, but once the break finally came in, it was all 100 Thieves. They're trying to break now. They're still holding on to their abilities. Clayster wrapping around the back. So now they come in. Now you hear the lightning coming through. It's going to actually pick up 2 kills. Clayster wisely backs up, gets out of the kind of the range, the attack zone of that ability, and they're able to get the spawn still. You see they all spawn up in the back.
And something I'm just thinking about, theory crafting, whatnot. What if you called in the Hellstorm and didn't just burst it down right away and just kind of hovered it, force everybody inside, wait till your teammates get close, then drop it down? Maybe you don't kill anybody with it, but it puts your teammates in such a better position to win those gun engagements.
Yeah, I mean, something to certainly consider. I just was
just
so
clearing
impressed,
people out. Yeah.
So impressed with how Clayster played that.
It's a very nice play by
wisely got out of there, made sure he held the spawns as he was really the only one alive to do so. Zuma cutting back mid-map is able to pick up 1. He's going to be engaging Johnny here, and here's the camo. We talked about how important it's going to be. That broke, another kill behind it. Clayster's got the dart out, and if they don't have flak, this could be so deadly. Gets 1, gets 2, the dart coming in big.
And then he just runs off the side of the map. Like it's unbelievable,
on,
man. Like, oh.
Which one is,
It's just become a thing. Like,
It's like, that was such a sick play, and then watch me just
if I'm gonna
lose my brain.
If I'm going to take one thing from Black Ops 3, years from now, when you talk about the year,
Clayster just couldn't stay on the map.
Yeah, Clayster just falling off the map.
It was the year Clay could not stay on the map.
God. All right, well, now we'll go on with examples. You'll see
and that one was just like, there was no excuse. I mean, you call it in, you know where you are.
I don't think he did know where he was. That's the thing.
How do you not remember where you were 2 seconds prior?
Ask Clayster. Please. Send him a text. Ask him on Twitter, because he just slid straight out and blew off the map.
I actually paid taxes after this. But it's going to be Enable pushing through big door. He's able to pop the heat wave, get 2. It's going to be Faze trying to tie this one up here. So they're going to get control of this hill early. You're going to see Enable get fully streaked out, too. That is massive for Faze going forward. With such a close game, you get those streaks, especially that Cerberus could potentially use on that third hard point. Could be one that Faze could put the game away there.
Well, the second hard point, though, is where they got dominated last time. And if they get beat up like they did before. It's going to be close to 100 Thieves being able to actually close out the game. In that first engagement, you spawn them out, and maybe you could use it to win the game, sure, but you need to get to that third hard point. And that's what's going to be scary here. Let's see if Faze can get the rest of the time. If they can here, it's going to make through and rotate early to the second. Now, a lot of it's going to be on Johnny.
Can't locate him. Example somehow ends up behind him and he gets away. Attach jumps into the hill. It's going to be Clayster there to help him out though. Attach going to pick up another one. And it's a very nice break there from Faze. Zuma going absolutely off here, Maven. 40 and 27, especially in a game where, I mean, you'd say Attach, not playing the best. He's 16 and 20, but there are so many kills for these SMG players on the map.
Well, now you see the Cerberus just driving on in, tagging up one, missiles firing, and this should be game. Going to be so difficult to push against. It's EMP'd for now, but they've got 3 players, make it 4, all in the hard point. Final second going to tick off, and it's a 250 to 200 win for Faze Clan, as Enable had a huge one.
Yeah, Nabel has a good end to that game. He finishes 34 and 28. I think though Zuma really just a very strong effort all throughout with the SMG, putting a lot of pressure on the side of 100 Thieves. Now 100 Thieves, they lose this first hard point. They're in trouble.
And what's interesting to talk about is, I mentioned it early in the